Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, this is another stream where we work on cast. Last time I was using minicast to make a game for the Ludum Dare. Ludum Dare is ending in 4 days. Hello, Nertzel. You cannot redeem first. It's because bash stack is down again, probably. Whatever is the thing. This thing. Is it down? I think it's down. I think it's not working. Oh wait, no, it is. No, well, I can redeem first. Okay, now you cannot redeem first. For sure, Nertzel. I was the first one this time. Alright, anyway. So we have a bunch of ratings for Ludum Dare. There's nothing really to do. So I'm going to work on the cast today itself. And by the way, while I was gone, I actually improved the cast a little bit. And specifically the compile times have been improved a lot. And now if I try to build the mini cast, then it's going to take, let's see, it was taking around a minute previously, right? And now it is 17 seconds. Interesting. Is it because I'm streaming? Like, because I off stream I tested it, it was 13 seconds. But anyway, this is like 4 times faster than before, I believe. Something like that. Which is good. And this is not incremental either. So it should be much better now. Alright, but what do I actually do today? I don't know. I have not planned this through much. But I was thinking that maybe we could update the website again, and maybe I could like document a little bit of the minicast, at least a little bit. You know, I don't know how much more I'm going to add to minicast. But, I mean, what's there is already enough to make a game, right? Obviously. So, how about we do that? How about I go and make a section about the minicast on the website here. Okay, here's the thing. Also, isn't it weird? This is what you did, Nigel, right? That this thing is like not aligned the same way as this thing. Might want to fix that too. Like this one. And this one. Yeah. Like, shouldn't this take 100% or something? The showcase thing. What is this element over here? Wait, what? The tab is over there. Okay, whatever. Tab CSS. Is that a custom CSS? You 17 months ago. All you remember is what because messy with missing with HTML along with the existing Zola theme. This says me. Is that me who did that? I guess. Yeah. Overlay is back. Yeah, it was on during the load in there. I can turn it off. I don't know, it's in front of the stuff. We'll see. I'll keep it for now. Okay, so this is showcase tabs with 100. Yeah, it says with 100%. Right? But this is not. Is it ignored? Why is it ignored? Can you figure out why the thing is ignored? Oh, because there is two widths. Wait, what? Who did that? Is that me who did that? Yes, there's like two widths and two heights. Well, now the height is 0. I guess height should not be 100%. We should only do like this, right? Is that too much? Is that too big of a thing? It should also not be pixels, right? It should be something else. How do you do the thing? Like this? Oh, on the I see. We don't even see that stuff. Okay. Okay, can I... Okay, this is a little bit weird. Do you really do the UI file summoning in HTML, CSS, JS? Yes, but it was Badcop who was doing that, not me. Tabs, tab bar, section. Align items, stretch, flex is 1. Huh? Flex direction column. Oh, okay. That's weird, okay. Sure. Dun, 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 dun. You're still learning Genki UI. It's better to not use it, maybe. I don't know. You can use the EGUI instead if you need UI for yourself. Maybe. I have not been using Genki UI for a while. So I have not been improving it. It's just some like... It's kind of unfinished. It should have been better. Mm-hmm. Justify content space evenly, right? Like, isn't this the thing? This should be spaced evenly. Oh. What? Dot hero. Oh, wait, it's the hero. And it's the hero image. Okay, hero image is something specific. Ugh. Sorry. Hello, Adrian. Hold on, I'm just figuring out the CSS in a here. I think I want this to be split in half, right? Like this thing and this thing be 50-50. That's doable, right? I just need to do flex, right? Flex direction and align items stretch, right? Similar how I do this. And the showcase. Okay, like this we don't really worry about fixing, I think. What happened? The hero has display flags already, right? Which is what we want. We have align items. Center. Yeah, right. And this is by default horizontal flex, right? Yeah. This is the horizontal flex. Makes sense. Justify content, space evenly. That's what I want to do. Is that evenly spaced? It's the hero, right? Hero display flags, this, that. So can we say something like flex? What is flex? 1. Flex 1 is like doing something weird. Flex direction row. Oh, flex is the flex of the element itself. Is that right? Which means that I need to have the flex of the text center, right? Maybe I would do something like, you know, hero section, maybe, and we do flex to be 1, like that. Oh, there's inline style too. What? Why is there inline style? Who did that? There you go. Right? So now they are literally 50-50. Something is wrong with Firefox. That's okay. All right. All right, kind of good enough. I want to just style this a little better. Maybe I want hero on these like tabs, right? Showcase tabs, border, 1 pixel, solid black. No, not that. Also, it's weird. Wait, what? Who? Why is this done like that? That's so weird. In this section, I have the tabs, and the actual tabs are on top of it. We have position absolute for some reason there. Can I get rid of position absolute here? Oh, then they are like that. I see. Wait, they are changing the Z index? Was it you? I don't know. I think this entire file was done by me. Maybe it was ChatGPT also. I don't know. Because of this comment. So we do position absolute like that. Width and height and Z index 1. Okay. Why is width 100%? Makes it more than 100% of the... Wait, what is 100% relative to? Right, because this... Oh, it's because it's the width plus padding? Oh, that's why. Because with... can I say width without padding is 100%? Or something. Wait, what is this? What is feed content? What is max content? Oh, it's based on the content. The width is based on the content. I see. Can we do auto? What is auto? No. 100%. Right. Okay, I think what we need to do is different. Oh, there is like a tab which is selected. What is this? Is this a class selected? It's attribute selected. Wait, why is this also saying me? That's not me. That's not me for sure. Right? No, I think it was you, Nigel. There is no way I did that, right? I don't remember doing that. Pull requests. Is it because I pull requests? I merged the pull request, so it thinks that it was me? For some reason? Well, GitHub is like not opening apparently. Yeah, it's because it says in it. Oh, wait, I know why. It's because I moved the website from like the being integrated into the cast into its own repository or something, maybe. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Too much vibe coding going on at the GitHub HQ. Is that why it's been slow lately? Is that why like everyone is moving away from it? Should we host cast on some other website instead? It's literally not opening the pull request specifically. Oh wait, now it's opening. Yeah, there is like nothing here. I believe it's because it was actually on the cast pull request, like very old one, right? Yeah. There was something. Code showcase. There we go. This is the first one. Yeah. That's why it says it's me, because the website was here previously. Right. Is that like normal to do in HTML, Nigel, in general? having the selected attribute. I feel like if you do a custom, isn't there some convention yet that you do instead of that? Bro, I'm going into compiler interpreter using Clojure. Any tips, repositories, books to learn from? I don't know. You're already going into it, right? You already know a programming language, and you are already doing something. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I recommend, as always, just trying to do it yourself. When you're stuck, then you look things up, the ones that you need help with. That's my way of doing things, at least. Whether it's good way or not, I don't know. I definitely do reinvent a lot of things from scratch, I suppose. But I mean, you're making your own language, which is already kind of reinventing your own thing, right? Version functional programming style is perfect. I don't know. I don't think it matters. What matters is what you're more comfortable with. I'm not really that into functional programming, even although I'm using OCaml to make my thing. I prefer imperative in general, I would say. Especially when it comes down to performance. If you want your compiler, your interpreter to be performing well, you need to write very specific code. If you write code like in Haskell, you would be using some things which you wouldn't normally be doing in like idiomatic Haskell, I think, like stmonads and stuff, which is basically turning it into an imperative programming language anyway. So yeah. So like, and in general, the language that I am making, I would say that we want to we want to merge together, kind of, the functional and imperative, regular imperative programming. Does dynamic versus compiled language matter a lot? Well, I mean, I would say that it doesn't matter what you're making. The compiled language is always better than dynamic. But I mean, obviously, their dynamic languages exist, so maybe I'm obviously wrong somewhere. I just don't know why would they be better at anything. Because the earlier you catch the bug, the better, in general, in my opinion. Right? So statically typed is better than dynamically typed. Whether it's interpreted or compiled doesn't really matter, though, I guess. That's just the runtime. But I guess the compiled one would be running faster. Dynamic is good for scripting languages. Yes, but why? I don't understand why. I don't think I agree with that. That's what people say, but I don't think that's true. Because I could see statically typed scripting language easily. Like, I mean, TypeScript is basically a scripting language, and it is statically typed, right? I don't know, so I heard some people say that they don't want to care about the types, and if you don't care about the types, then you're writing your program faster. But is that actually true? Because you're still caring about the types, they are just implicitly there still, and they are going to have the failure at runtime if you guessed wrong. So like, why have this like possibility of failure if you can just easily remove that possibility? Although, I mean, sometimes in order to properly type the things, it is a little bit, it could be complicated to properly type things. Then I could see dynamic being one of the solutions, right? I mean, like even in C, you sometimes just pass the void star, which is basically dynamic typing. But in most cases, you don't need that. TypeScript type is crazy. I don't know. It's all I don't know. I would say it's preference. I just I mean, I would like to understand like other people's opinions more, and like why would you want actually a dynamic language? What's the use case? Because I don't really get some of the reasons that I heard. But I do understand the people who love functional programming language, because that's where you don't have like the side effects, and like it's easier to control, right? It's basically even like better static typing, right? You have more guarantees about your code, so less possibilities of making a failure, right? But at the same time, I like understanding I see like a lot of algorithms are, and a lot of the things are easier, but maybe that's just my, like what I'm more used to, easier explained, easier like written in imperative style. And what we want is we want to merge the imperative style and functional style while having the guarantees, but still having the common, like the way of writing code that we're used to, you know. And I've seen like a paper recently, by the way. What was it? Let me see. Let me hold on 1 second. I've seen a thing. Oh, I think I linked it in my Discord, right? I think I did. Cast over here. This one. Right? Hello? Visit site. Why is it not opening? Copy. Link. Paste link. Thank you. This one specifically is a promising approach to we basically want to unify functional and imperative programming paradigms so that we have the best of both worlds. And this one is trying to merge the linear Haskell with Rust style borrowing, and it's doing something. I'm still to read this properly, but this sounds very interesting. Anyway, let me fix the tabs. What did I want to do? I wanted to fix the CSS here. Like, why is this going out? Because of the padding, right? Yes, because of the padding. So if I get rid of this padding, then this is nice, right? But then we don't, yeah, but I do want the padding. This is so weird. Hold on. CSS width 100% without padding. Is that a thing? How to make an element with 100% minus padding? Oh, box sizing, right, is what we want. There we go. That makes sense, actually. Okay. All right. What do I want in terms of this? Border radius. Do I want a little bit of border radius? Overflow hidden like that. Dun, dun. I just feel like the color maybe should be different, or is that okay? It should probably be the one of the text color, right? The color. What's my text color? Just white? No, that's wrong. What if the border is bigger? Background color. Secondary color, primary color. Oh wait, there is this variables, right? Primary text color. Oh, it's variables HTML. Oh, and the variables are different based on this. Wait, is this normal CSS? Normal CSS now has the variables? Or has this been here for a long time? What is colon root? Is that normal? CSS vars. Root pseudo class so that it can be referenced globally. Right. Yeah, seems like that is the thing. Is that new? How new is that? Since July 2015. That's pretty old, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so there are two themes, by the way. Can I easily check out how this looks in the other theme? code background color and shadow color maybe. Sure. Okay, how do I see the thing? Hello, Nora. Hello, hello. I am trying to update the website. I'm going to add a section about the minicast, I think. And then I'm just looking into improving it a little bit too. How do I... So like if you have in your CSS this thing, media prefers color scheme dark, so we automatically select the dark color scheme or the light color scheme based on what the user has selected. And I'm pretty sure I want to change this color from being yellow to being something else on the light color scheme. But how do I do that? Firefox test light versus dark color scheme. Prefers color scheme lets you set a CSS style for the SVG or iframe based on the color scheme of the parent element of the web page. Detecting. We can have the color scheme of the embedding element. And the media query allows setting styles based on the parent element's color scheme. Right? So we can actually have the color scheme like this, right? Oh, okay. So can we just like have a switcher then, right? We can have a switcher. CSS light dark color theme switcher. Din, 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 din. But I mean, what we would do is but macros. What is macros? Render header. Yeah, this is body, right? I just wanted it on the body. Theme CSS. Color scheme. Is this supposed to be like text? No. Just that. No, that doesn't work. Wait, what? They lied to me. Or is this only for This element specifically. Huh? Hatter? No? Hmm. How to test prefers color scheme. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's what we can do. Okay, there you go. Oh, so this is the dark color scheme simulation, this is light color scheme, this is the default. Okay. Yeah, this, I want to change this. This is ugly, obviously. Right? I mean, this text is kind of okay. I think I would just change the yellowish to bluish. Maybe. Also, why is this white? Over here. This P style is color white. It's literally over here. Can you do var over here too? You probably can. I mean, isn't it just P? Maybe not. It's a little weird here. Where is this color from? Color, this is just primary text color over here. Because it's on the title text. Right. But for the P's, there is no thing. Okay, I got it. This P... yeah, this is just text, right? Yeah, I want the text class. I guess. And then this is going to use the same font and stuff. Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay, and then we want to change the colors. So primary color. Can I just change the hue maybe? To be something over there. Highlighted text color. No. That is wrong. I mean, it's supposed to be light. Right? So it should just be lighter. That is not the currently selected color. Oh wait, I changed the link color. Right, this one. That's maybe a little better. Should be a little lighter. Maybe. Like that. I want to change the colors, these colors too then. I like blue. We'll make things blue. Just since this is the dark, it's going to be the dark blue here. No, that doesn't work. Wait, what? Alright, good enough. Good enough. Has been too long me spending on the CSSs. Alright, improve styling. The content buttons are too small on mobile. What's the content buttons? Well, I mean, shouldn't this menu even not be here, actually? On mobile. Is this the buttons that you're talking about? I think this should not be here. I mean, this should like be a drop down or whatever. This says like custom and cast directly underneath it, which is a little weird. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Further improvement to the styling can be done later. Let's not focus on it too much yet. Alright, so here's what I want, actually, though. Right, I want to have the mini index MD like this. And it's going to be minicast. Where should it be, though? Where should the link to minicast be? A new section, docs. Well, I mean, it's kind of like the learn. I don't know. We don't want too many sections here, actually. This blog is also useless. That's not a real blog. It's like implementation detail, I suppose, which could be maybe somewhere. I'm just going to get rid of this. Boom, boom, ba-da-dum. I mean, maybe should not be like learn, but something else. Like I don't know. We could just call this docs. Or something, right? There's various pages here. It's not like it's not the real docs, right? But it's not really like how you learn either, right? Like, I don't know. Naming is difficult. Can I have like multiple sections here actually? Can I have this? Have multiple sections. Hold on. Hello world. This just is over here, right? Description, learncast 2. Oh, so this is the description, right? Cast docs. Like I won't have multiple different subsections here, maybe. I mean, whatever. You know what? Actually, whatever. Cast docs. It's okay. Do I need this? Description? Sure. Document. I mean, it could be called like resources. Is that not what it's called usually? Resources. Docs. All right. Work in progress. Or something. Like this should work, right? Yeah, whatever. Parsing casts is the parsing weight 10. Okay, so we right now have the something that we have written about how the parser works, something where we compare Rust and cast. I don't know if this is outdated or not. And then we're going to just have a mini cast over here then, right? Yeah. Can I not have this over here? Hello world. So this would be a docs mini, right? Yes, this page exists, but it does not do it here because this must be like that. This is a little weird. Like if I want to have some images, then I would want to put these things into their own folders. It's okay. Let's just call this mini MD. And then this. Oh wait, it doesn't work maybe? For a different reason. So because the weight is already present there multiple times, right? Like this works. Yep. This doesn't. All right, whatever. All this file here. Wait, it doesn't exist. Hello? Now it does. Okay. Okay. So what do we do here? What do we do here? Also, how exactly did we highlight the code? I don't remember how we did that. It is based on cast, right? Because we do like cast highlight or something, right? With HTML output. Yeah, we have examples. There we go. Yeah. Because we do just highlight, which goes over all the examples and does cast highlight. Right. We cannot do that for the embedded stuff, though. Zola, custom syntax highlighting. They use VS Code syntaxes and themes. You can use the JSON grammar files. No. Wait, Nigel, were you looking into making the tree-sitter grammar, or did you give up on that? This is something similar. If we want the syntax highlighting on the using the Zola, we would want to convert instead of the tree-sitter to whatever this is used over here. Text-made grammars, I guess, right? Okay, whatever. Doesn't really matter right now. All right, minicast is a simple language used as intermediate compilation step when compiling cast code, right? Okay. I probably want to open it to see what actually is there. Unlike cast, it doesn't. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Let's just list the features that are present there. What do I want to open for that? The types, right? Okay. I mean, let's just go over this file and just convert that into text, right? Just 300 lines. Pretty small. Type. Defining types, right? So you can do const type. Wait, what is opaque? Are we using opaque anywhere? Yeah, I do use it over here, but what does it mean? It's because it's a native one, right? I think opaque type can only be native. Yeah. Let's have also built-in types. Right? Yeah, I think built-in types makes sense to do first. I'm not sure if I want to be too detailed here yet. I'm not really writing the documentation yet, right? Unit is like that. Int and I mean, let's just say integers, right? Floats, float 32 and float 64, float char, a function type, right? Functions, so need to be elaborated. see what the order of these should be. I think we start with unit. Then we have these references, functions. Yep. Unit type with no holding no data, right, or something. Sure. Unit type, no data. Booleans with true and false values. The character. What do we do as the character? What do we call this? Types. Sure. Unicode code point, I think it's called, right? Right. Integers int uint int and with specified bit widths int 8 uint 64 dot floats references functions argument 1 argument 2 type into result type. Okay. Functions. I can also specify link convention. By default, cast default call convention uses implicit context argument passing like call C something like that. Target specific types. Meaning depends on the target. for transpiling can inline basically inlines string as type like native size t. Sure. Lists. Wait, what is list right now? List is an array, right? I might want to rename this too. Right. And I think we want this to be called arrays and not lists, because that's what it is. Array element type. But this one holds the length inside of itself. It's not really a fixed sized array. And do C++ mistake and call them vectors. No, vectors is like the growable ones in C++. Too. That one is let's keep the current naming here, but this is, yeah, it's going to change anyway. List. Array plus array pointer plus length unwind token. Token used for unwinding of element type for unwinding with unwindable block having type result type. Any is anything void anything should be used with indirection like any should usually be used with interaction like reference any. Becomes voice star in C. All right. Type of context object is not really named, or is it? No, I think context is type of implicit context object. All right, so these are the built-in types that we have right now. Defining custom types is right. So defining custom types, we can do enums. These don't have the associated data in them. Wait, do I not have the string type? Why is string not present here? Am I do I not have the oh, because it's not native, I think. Wait, what? Yeah, I think strings are a little bit special cased, right? They are specified over here somewhere. Yeah, string view, contents length. Right. It's a little weird here. Let's have it next to the char's string. Strings. We don't talk about the implementation details here, I think. I mean, we can talk about like C specific one, right? Like a list is a pointer plus length in C, right? And this also data a pointer plus length in C, right? Sure. Only one. Something like that. I should also specify how to construct them here, right? Const my struct new is a function turning my struct, which is going to be A is 1, 2, 3, B is hello, right? Like this. Const my enum variant 1 is a function turning my enum, just returns the variant 1. Let's make this indented too, so it's clearer. New A value and it's going to be A is value, like that. Okay. Native types. You can specify types already present in the target. Things like C drop. Hello, Elemental Magics. Hello. It goes. I'm not really doing anything today. We can talk about things if you want. I am updating my website, so we made the game with a minicast, and I'm trying to write a little bit about it here. Because it was not present any information. There was no information about it previously. Mm. You've been doing a bunch of dependent type programming? Nice. In Idris? Or in which language? It's so good now. What are you writing in it? Your game about magic and elements? It used to be awful, but now it's actually good. Nice. I did not try it too much. What are the compile times like in Idris? That's my biggest concern would be if I actually try to do something in it. Should I rewrite casting Idris? No, probably not. We're almost self-hosting at this point. But having some reason to try Idris more in depth would be nice, because I probably will want to add proper dependent types in cast too. Quantitative type theory. What is quantitative type theory specifically? A type theory that records usage information for each variable in a judgment based on a previous system. The usage information used to give a realizability semantics is a variable of linear combinatorial algebras, refining the usual realizability semantics of type theory by accurately tracking resource behavior. We define the semantics in terms of quantitative theories and families. Is it like about like linear types and stuff like that, but a more general stuff? And it works on top of dependent type theory? Or is it independent? Type dependency appears to actively encourage inefficient code. This is caused by type theory's use of variables for two purposes: and information to be used and as a computational information that is manipulated by programs at runtime. They work really well together. Interesting. Maybe I'll read about it. Although, I mean, I had some thoughts. I'm wondering if this is basically something that I have thought about already, or not. I want to have another example here of a character, right? Ludum has a really unprofessional website. You don't know why anyone uses it. Well, that's... yes. I do agree with that. But that's why maybe Ludum Dare is closing now, and it's going to stop unless the maintainer of the Ludum Dare decides otherwise, which they might. But yeah, people have complained about the website for a long time, and because of the frustration, there has also been multiple other game jams that were created. The recent one is the D2 jam, I guess. The other jam that I was participating in. At least it's highly functional. What, the Ludum Dare website? I don't know if it's highly functional either. There were more functions, in fact, previously, but because they were not maintaining it, they deleted the some of the features. For example, on this website over here, because this was like kind of a nice feature on the previously, where you could go to the LDGem website and you could see the streamers who are currently streaming, so that you like go there and you like ask them to play your game or something, and then it broke, and then they just deleted it basically, as one example. And I mean, in general, there is not a lot of functionality, I think. Like the latest functionality that was added is you could make on your game, there's this thing where you can embed HTML5, and this works really bad on this website for some reason. So people still mostly just host on itch.io. Some people still try to do that. But yeah, most people just link to the itch, because the embedding that is built into the Ludum Dare website is broken. Wait, did they fix the edit me? There was like the edit me text over here previously too. Oh no, it still says it. Look at this, edit me. Yeah, very, very professional. The theme is Signal. And edit me, of course. It worked perfectly for embedding for you. Nice. I heard a lot of people were complaining about it. And if I remember correctly, people were not able to like delete the embedding basically. So I didn't even try this myself personally. But I don't know. What do you make your game with? It probably depends on the engine or something. I think like I think it doesn't work for some things, because it's like embedding the iframe, and for like security there is too much functionality that is disabled basically there, which is what a lot of games use on the web builds. Okay, so this is like the general, what do we have in the language kind of thing. Right, mini cast program consists of types, functions, constants, and context. In Gast, if you didn't describe a tuple with a type, it was just a structural type. Does Minicast have the same? No. There is no tuples. Maybe I should like list the things that are not present, right? Maybe compared to cast, you know? Yeah. There is no there is, you know, no anonymous types tuples. I mean, yeah, like not only tuples, like no anonymous types in general, right? Rows. We don't really call it rows though. Like I call those variant types, right? Tuples and variant types. Right. No. No context type. Safety. Right. Right now we don't have. Right now we don't have Rai. In cast, but we will have it, and we will not have it in minicast. The context system is present, but no context type safety, right? No macros, no compile time evaluation, right? No types as values. What else? Other things. I don't know what's important. I think the important one is no variant types with data. At least like right now, I could see how I actually add them. So we don't have algebraic data types, right? There's are instead union plus enum is used. Enum for tag plus union for data inside struct is used, right? That's pretty big. Limitation. There is also no generics, but there are templates instead. C++. Like, you know, instead they are checked at instantiation time instead of at definition. Definition. Always monomorphized cast is cast generics are supposed to be existentializable monomorphized based on population setting. Yeah, maybe some other things. The order of program has following top level items. Right, like in regular cast we can define the items anywhere, but in minicast we have the distinction between the top level items. Unlike in cast, minicast, this must be specified at top level. The order should not matter. Okay. All right, and then we just list all of the different pings. Wait, what is this capture mode? Did they specify the capture mode actually? Did they have the moves or not? Capture mode. No, it's always by reference. Right? I mean, I'm prepared to do the move, but we don't do that yet, I guess. All right, anyway. Maybe we should specify here that closures are still present. Expressions, all right. Like cast, mini cast is an expression based language. Everything is expression. Expression based language. There is no distinction between statements and expressions. Unit. Return we can construct the unit value for this. Initialized. Right. Yeah, we don't have memory safety either, right? No context system present, no context size safety, no memory safety either. Need uninitialized data. It's like I'm writing documentation. I don't want to like write this too precise because things might change still. Even although the minicast is less likely to change than cast, I guess. Certain things can be, like left context ref, for example. Let unit this let x int is uninitialized. Must explicitly say if we want data to be uninitialized. Ref2x is this references, right? No distinction between mutable, non-mutable variables references. ref2x is 10. Yeah, we just do by example here. I think that's fine. So we have this one, let context ref. This is when we say let reference to contact is equal to uninitialized to, I don't know, let's say saved context. Let saved context is context. Save current implicit context state. Since implicit context is technically stored as a reference, since the implicit context is technically stored as a reference, we can assign to reference to that reference yeah, something like that. Might change. Let me just have a comment here. This is a way, this provides a way to introduce context system in from scratch, like in call C functions. Functions to be able to call regular functions. Let context be uninitialized. Context dot some dot my context is 1 to 3. Okay. This is specifically about the context, which maybe would have a dedicated section. Context system. Maybe I'll write something more. If let yeah, if true, then let s string is if true, then condition was true, else. Condition was false. Let f int int is a int native 8 plus b. We can use interpolations in native expressions. Native expressions, embed, allow embed target specific code. Add construct closure. Maybe. How about add b? B is 4.6. Closure B is going to be captured by reference by default. Injecting context can be enum is parse equals. Yeah, I think I wanted to change this. Where right now we use the equal sign to compare the variants instead of the is keyword. Let my enum is variant 1 if my enum is equal to variant 2, then do something. Just want to add a comment. Equal only works for enums. To do might change it to is keyword. Okay, and then we have unwinding. Construct type info. Oh, type info is interesting one, yeah. I do have indexes. Wait, what? I do have indexes? Do I actually have the index? I thought I did not. Did I? Mini syntax over here. I never constructed. Oh, no. I do constructed. Wait, no. This is specific for the JavaScript though. Yeah. Yeah, I never constructed. Might as well delete it right now. Yeah, just use the square brackets. But there is not even the syntax like that, is there? Mini syntax. Yeah, we have the instantiation. Oh, by the way, we have our other top level items. Templates. Right. Okay. Applying the function, I guess, right? Call some function, argument 1, argument 2, argument 3, I guess. That's how you call a function. Loop. Only infinite loops at present. In order to break continue loops, return from functions or similar, use unwinding, unwindable main loop, unwind main loop with 1, 2, 3. Let's result. Is this need to break unwind main loop with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If control flow reached the end of unwindable block, the expression is the value block is the the result. Creating this, injecting context, applying functions, list, let list of integers is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's how we do the list. Hello, Brainoid. Hello, hello. How are you? I'm just doing nothing today. Writing some useless text, which no one is going to read anyway, but... Doing nothing sounds great, yeah. I'm just like trying to think what would be my next steps. Right, like the next game jam is not very soon. You're back to game dev, spent too much time making the hot potato challenge video. Yeah. Let's see here. I didn't watch it yet. Is it long? It's 10 minutes. That's a lot.
5 developers are making one video game, but we're not allowed to communicate. Each of us gets...
Do you have a lot of views? 269. That's not too bad. Difficulty hard. Right. You read this, you're sus. Huh? Yeah. I like the ideas of making these videos. I'll watch that off stream. Yeah, I was wondering if I should do something about like mini cast. I don't think I should do anything like that yet. I don't want to have too much attention to the language yet until it is actually usable. YouTube is still trying to find the audience. Yeah. But yeah, I think if I wanted to get some people to try out the language, I would do a YouTube video probably. That's like the best way, right? Maybe get some people. That's the way people consume content these days, basically. But yeah, probably not in a while still. But I was wondering if I should like polish the minicast, because it is a simple language and people like simple languages. Some people like simple languages like C. So if I added something where you could like actually break out of the loop instead of using the unwindable thing here, for example, or like some short syntax sugar, some built-in syntax sugar basically, probably for the common things like iterating over a range, that would be a very usable language then. I suppose. Yeah, the question is though, like, do I really need the minicast to be like tested? Like, the final language that I want to make is cast, not minicast, right? So it kind of doesn't matter, like, because this one is not supposed to be written by humans anyway. I'm just thinking about it because some people might actually like it anyway, even although that's not how I am supposed to use it. Right? Like, I implemented this in how long? Like, maybe like 2 weeks in total. This is very simple language to implement and to... yeah. But yeah, what would be like the next big goal? The next, all of the gems are pretty far away in the future, right? I don't know, unless what is it? I mean, there is the Brachis gem, starts in 3 months. I never did this one. I don't know if that one is cool. This starts in 5 hours. The $20,000 Cool Math Game Jam. You want to make $20,000, Brainoid? What is this? Submit your game for a chance to win a cash prize up to $10,000. Endorse your game on Cool Math Games. Wait, you need to make a game about math? They can help players learn in meaningful, memorable ways. We're looking for games that allow people to understand related to the game jam's theme. You already made a math game, Replicant? Did you mention the fact that minicast compiler is written in cast? I don't think it matters what it's written in, right? Your game must be sized at 800 by 600. Wait, what? That's a weird rule. US residents only. Alright, close this. Solar Dev Jam starts in 4 days. I haven't seen Practical NPC stream in a while. Where is Practical? Offline. Last stream last year. Just released the game and then left for... yeah, he probably became a billionaire with Memory and he's just chilling on his yacht or something. We should probably do that with Linksider too, right? Yeah. Speaking about Linksider, maybe that would be the next goal. I could start rewriting the Linksider in cast, right? Now that we have made games with cast already. You think Memory didn't do that well? Did it not? I don't know. Every developer that I was following has been pretty much successful, I think. Well, I mean, relatively successful. The Cakes game was successful. The other guy, the Mr. D-Boy, I think was also had a big spike. What happened to Cake Drama? His game got removed from Steam. Wait, what? Really? No, I am not aware. Your mother. What is this? Why is Steam doing that? Suggestion for me. Tenji. TD. Wait. Cake's game was removed from Steam? Wait, what? What for? Because he was decompiling games, getting assets from them, and tracing over them. On stream. Interesting. Wait, is decompiling illegal though? Is decompiling illegal? Or is it just there is no law that restricts decompiling software? Like, I thought there is no law about it. Person entity must have a license to use program to be decompiled. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, it's probably a wrong thing to do anyway. Wait, why was he doing that? Anyway, do you like us because you don't have to use the dollar symbol that's on my keyboard for some reason? There is the dollar symbol for the macros though. You use them when writing macros. Maybe like function like this is going to be, sorry, here. Minicast also supports closures. Defining top level action. Fibonacci. Can you not define custom syntax for that? For what? Oh, for the stuff? Yeah, no, you can. Yeah, I'm also considering changing the dollar symbol into the backslash there, because that's like backslash means escaping, and we're trying to escape the macro to like have the interpolation similar to how in string interpolations we do like hello and then like user like this, right? That's how you interpolate a string, and similar to that, interpolating the AST would be similarly done like that then. But I never did this change yet. Oh, maybe I should do it over here, right? No operators. operators. Math needs to be done. Function calls. No type inference. Only type checking. Alright, let's also do templates. Templates are top level items which can have any amount of type arguments and the arguments. Once generic struct is t, field t. Once generic function is t, argument t, t. I don't know, something like that. Templates are not type checked until instantiated. Let let 4 be sqr and 2. Let 9 sqr load 32 3. All right, good enough. And we have the context system. Let's move this to the enums. I think one of the ones which is kind of maybe interesting is the defer. Defer keyword. Wait, do we have the defer keyword? Yeah, we do. Defer keyword can be used to run code at the end of the current scope. Let x be 1, x is going to be 1, no, this is going to be 2, defer x is 2, x is 3, print x print 3, it's 2. All right, minicast, same as cast, has implicit context system. Context system, unlike cast, it is not type safe and should be used carefully. Is not safe and should be used carefully. Is not checked at compile time and should be used carefully. Context, okay. To specify context, my context is context. And it's the current syntax at least, right? Specify the context, const main, with context in 1 to 3, initialize context, print my context. Now let's do call function f. Let current values current my context. This is undefined behavior if my context was not initialized yet. Initialize context. No, it's not initialize. Provide value for context or duration of the scope. This would result in UB. Internally, context is stored. Every context is becoming every context is becoming a field in the implicit context object, which can be referred to explicitly. Context is technique is stored behind a reference. maybe service behind the reference, and each function has an implicit argument with reference argument equals to current context. Function default call convention. And then something over here. All right, maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. And you get the simple language. User intermediate compilation step. I think this order of sections makes sense. What's your latest project, Nigel, by the way? Have you considered using Minicast to write your language? And did you finish writing your language in Cast already? That was your last thing that you were doing, no? So like that's why I'm wondering, right? If you said that you liked doing the C, do you think that if I added to Minicast a couple of syntax sugars, and that would be like an actual language? Like I could add simple macros instead of saying no macros. Or maybe I could have them like, yeah, like declarative macros. Are you talking to me? Yeah, I was talking to you. I was asking if you are interested in trying to write Minicast, because like you were making your language, right, in different languages, and most you said was done in C. And since this language is technically very similar to C, well, maybe not very similar. If we remove closures and templates. But I mean, it's a simple language, I guess, is what I mean. So here's what we have. You actually decided to write it in Rust again? Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, yeah, no, I don't know. Like, if I wanted this to be used as for humans, I would probably add the things like, I would probably want to add namespaces still. Some simple namespaces instead of manual name mangling. I could do that. That's not very difficult to implement, right? And then some very simple macros, maybe like only like built-in macros, but could probably do simple macros which are like general purpose, like declarative macros of Rust, and even simpler than that with no repetitions and stuff, so that we can have the syntax sugar for loops mostly. Maybe have a little bit of the inference of the template function calls, because it is a little bit too verbose right now, where we want to add the things. We need to specify the generic arguments, the template arguments for simple math. Although that could be inferred without much work. Maybe what we could do is we could have a link to example code, right? Since we made the game for the Ludum Dare, how about we show this as an example? If you want to see example code, check out this game made for Ludum Dare 59. Mega honk. Maybe we can write over here. Technically not intended to be written by humans. Not really intended. Drum 59 uses raylib files and works in browser via scripting. Dun, 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 dun. Segmentation fault 18. Hello, hello. We love seg faults. Welcome. Right? Everyone loves seg faults. Maybe I should add some compilation targets. Minicast is supposed to be target independent. Currently there is transpiler to C, transpiler to JavaScript. This one is probably broken at the moment. Later targets are planned in the future. Alright, this is probably good enough. Okay. Minicast. Wait, why is this one so huge? Mark down smaller image. Zola image size. Zola static SSG image resizing. Wait, how do you do this? That's not like that, right? Percent. Yo, Togglebit. Hello, hello. Raid and run. Thank you very much. Hello, guys. How's it going? Did Togglebit end up doing the game jam as he was planning to, guys? Or no? This new game engine. Or he's still prepping for it? But welcome everyone. Still prepping? Yeah. I am here. I'm not really working right now, but I have been working on a programming language of my own called Cast, and then using Cast, I have made another language called Minicast, which is a simpler version of the language, which is supposed to be used as a compilation step, an intermediate language basically. And I have been using that to make a game for the Ludum Dare, which happened not so long ago. The rating period is still here. I can show you what I have made if you guys are interested. Hello, Pigorli. It's a little game about a traffic jam. So you are inside of a traffic jam and you need to go as far as possible. Basically, that's it. And then if you hit the other cars too much, then you become angry and you can do the mega honk, which pushes everyone away. And that's basically it. Game turned out really well. Yeah, I think it's a pretty nice game for a game jam. Right? So this one is made with Minicast, my own programming language, and with Raylib, and then we use Emscripten to compile it to the web. The Minicast is transpiled to C, and then we compile C with Emscripten for the web. It works as a native thing too. So yeah. The original idea was that my main language cast was transpiled to JavaScript originally, and it still is. And then in order to have more performance, because I was hitting the performance issues, I wanted a different one. But instead of transpiling to C directly, we make a simpler language, which we transpile to C. And then I'm going to transpile cast to minicast and minicast to C, and that way we will have performance stuff. And minicast is written in cast, so that's also in the we're in the process of doing the self-hosting, and hopefully relatively soon the entire language is going to be self-hosted. Yeah. And I was just writing a little bit about the minicast, just in case someone is wondering. We have wait, my boat is not working. If I restart the bot. Yeah, there you go. I've just been updating the website a little bit. And I'm really bad at writing text and documentation in general, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to add the image here because we have this funny little logo for the minicast, the unicorn. Wait, it's not like obvious that's unicorn anymore because of the finger. Okay, whatever. Yeah, but we have the magic unicorn, magical spherical unicorn as the mascot, and the logo for cast, and this is the logo for the minicast. So I was figuring out how to do the image in Zola, which is the static website generator written in Rust, which I'm using for the website. Could add a horn piercing through the finger. Yeah, because it's unsafe language, right? Can you also replace it with the hand with the foot? Because that would make more sense, right? We are like shooting the foot with a unicorn or something. Why is there no example? Or the function usage is as follows. I mean, that's not what I just write in the markdown, right? No, that is not it. Wait, isn't there like an image? Actually, no. There is not. The template for the image is not there. Oh, they do set image. Using resize image in Markdown via shortcodes. That's what they do. Okay. Resize image path. Oh, and the arguments are names too. Minicast PNG. Operator is fit width. Width is 100. And then we do image. Source is image URL. No inline. No, that's okay. That doesn't work. Wait, what? Why do I see this here? That makes no sense. Oh, resize image HTML with this context, I see. It's because resize image is a Zola built-in Terra function. But it can be used in Markdown using shortcodes. Because, okay, I need to have my own shortcode. I see. Shortcodes. Resize image HTML. Like this, right? How do I do it then? Using shortcode. Yes. And then we just do this. Resize image. Right? No! Oh my god. Why is there no example right next to this thing? Like, it's not even complaining that it's not finding the shortcode though, right? It's not. Inline shortcode. Or is shortcode only possible to do in Markdown? In like HTML and not in Markdown? Zola allows use a Markdown-based shortcode which ends in MD. Okay, that's whatever. No, this is definitely that. MD. Shouldn't it complain? I don't get it. I'm doing everything according to the documentation. Set A, B, hello world. Like, right? Like, why is it putting this as text here? Am I stupid? There are two kinds of shortcodes, ones which do not take the body and ones that do. All arguments are required. I already used this somewhere, right? Like, this is used in HTML though. I think these are used in HTMLs only. Is it not possible to use that in Markdown? Shortcodes are rendered before the page's Markdown is parsed so that they don't have access to the page's table of contents. Because of that, you cannot use get page, global functions. I think they cannot be used. Zola SSG shortcode in Markdown. Markdown rendering improvements. Shortcodes. I just want to put an image, please. Why can I not do that? Where's the markdown documentation here? Right, because like we only yeah, because there's Terra templates, right? But that's not what markdown is. It does make sense that I cannot use it there. But I want to. Pretty sure I was doing that previously though. Have I not? Let me look at Cooleyman. Linksider. Bevy. Like I have done that here, yes? Yes, I did. Content. No, templates. Yeah, I have made a short code for like the YouTube, for example, here, right? So yeah. Yeah, we'll literally just do this. And that doesn't work anymore. Fine, let's do the YouTube like this. Let's just copy paste. So this just allows me to have yeah, see, this works. Okay. So what's the difference then? The syntax is literally the same, but in this case it is being put as text. Like maybe it's because I did not specify an argument or something, like the height. Maybe? No. Oh wait, it's because this over here is an unclosed thing. But why is it not showing me the error in the console? Like, okay, I think this is the reason. Because I did not close. Yes, that is it. It's because I did not close the quote, but the fact that Zola doesn't show me the error here is very annoying. That's what it should be. And also, why is the image still that big? It's just, yeah. I think it's like, wait, why is it not found? Height is not found. And I cannot have optionals. Either. Okay, I don't think we need to resize the image though. Maybe it's just because... It's because the image is taking 100% of the width in the theme. That's right. Yeah. Wait, how do I do that though? Um, I want to inject the image in the other way. Which is what? I think I just changed the theme CSS. Yeah, it's the P image here, right? I don't think this should be with 100% at all. Do I comment all of that? Fine, we just do this. What font is that? Where? In my text editor here, I'm using the Monospace Krypton. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, we'll just do 10% here, and that's fine. That's all that we need. That took too much time. All right. Anything else that I want to do? Yeah, we just didn't line this as HTML. It's okay. Should be at the top, you think? Like over there? Or you mean over there instead of this one? I don't think so. Just at the top? Sure. Like that. Okay. Like that. Okay, minicast. Alright, I should like come up with the actual thing to do next. Do I continue working on cast to minicast transpilation maybe? Is that my next step? Right? So that the minicast compiler is faster, right? Although I don't remember if we had performance issues with that one or not. And then we keep working on the self-hosting of the cast itself too. I was doing the nixing. Okay, we're not going to wait for that, I suppose. For syntax highlighting. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I could probably like generate the binaries for like the self-hosted cast very easily. Well, I mean, not only for that, for the regular one too, and download the binary instead of building it from scratch every time. But whatever, one day I will do that. One day. Alright, today no real work was done. I was just doing the website. Next time I'll write some code. But that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you guys for watching. Let me find someone who's doing something. Now. Do 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 do. Oh, I guess we just go for Angle Scientist for some Rust. Alright. See you guys next time. Bye.
It's probably similar to NIM a bit, in that you have to, if you can calculate the parity of